It's been half a year since the planet lives in a pandemic. During this time, our world has changed a lot. The coronavirus epidemic claimed hundreds of thousands of lives, devastated millions of companies, and led hundreds of millions of people to being desperate and poor. Civilization is on the verge of a global crisis. This is indeed a reality. It is unlikely that we are fully aware now of the consequences of what is happening. We ask ourselves questions again and again. What is the nature of the virus? Is it an artificial substance? Is it the result of a conspiracy or our barbaric attitude towards nature? Or maybe a pandemic is God's providence. The strict lesson that humanity needs to realize the main thing, that the civilization is already on the verge of destruction. The point of no return has not yet been passed, but it is very close. The pandemic exacerbated an old problem, the use of carbons that became the major way of modern industrial production and has come into great conflict with the need to preserve the ecology of the planet. Just look around. Black smoke instead of blue sky, harmful gases and heavy metals in the atmosphere, poisoned water in rivers and lakes, billions of tons of garbage on Earth, in the oceans, and even in space. The planet is slowly dying. We destroy it, and at the same time, destroy ourselves and future generations. Surprisingly, while billions of people during the pandemic were in isolation and in hospitals, the planet seemed to take a sigh of relief. Dolphins appeared in the waters of Venice. Smog disappeared over megapolises. Rivers cleared. The planet seems to give us a sign. We can and must change. Yes. In order to survive, humanity must radically change its attitude towards itself and its home. But how? Today, it has become quite clear that in order to save life on Earth, technologies that violate the ecology of the planet must irrevocably become a thing of the past. The future is clean energy. Therefore, solar panels, wind, and geothermal technologies began to gradually displace oil and gas. The process is already irreversible, as is the transition from gasoline engines to electric ones. But this is not enough. Long before the start of the virus attack, the Monterey Project was conceived. Its goal is to stimulate the intellectual potential of scientists and engineers to search for breakthrough technologies and to combine the efforts of society for the effective development of civilization. Solving these problems, it is important to understand how our world is structured, how the universe arose, by what laws it lives and develops, what is the purpose and role of the humanity on the planet. The founders of the project consider that such tasks are quite feasible. But this requires revolutionary paradigms in scientific approaches to the study of the world. And first of all, it is necessary to abandon the erroneous hypotheses and pseudo-theories of the last century. Only freedom of thought, extraordinary decisions, and limitless imagination can provide resources for radical changes and transformations. For the effective development of civilization, it is important to find fundamentally new, environmentally friendly sources of energy and implement breakthrough technologies. They do exist, and they can qualitatively change our life and fill it with the new creative meaning. Presented in the project, The understanding of the etheric material and energy basis of the world, the laws of its structure, the process of formation and functioning of the universe from particles to galaxies will help to reveal previously unknown possibilities of gravity, electricity, magnetism, and methods of transmitting information. This new knowledge will allow to obtain cheap and inexhaustible thermal and electric energy on completely new physical principles. It will open the way for the development of vast and yet unclaimed polar, desert, and highland territories, the expanses of the tundra, the depths of the oceans, and forest space. There will be completely new environmentally friendly vehicles on the principles of movement that we still do not recognize. People will be able to communicate at any distance without telephones and radio stations. With such views on the structure and development of the world, there is no need to reduce the population of the planet. Moreover, a much larger number of new specialists will be needed. They will master the unclaimed lands and the depths of the oceans, turn lifeless deserts into blooming gardens. People will have plenty of cheap energy, water, and high-quality environmentally friendly products. There will be fascinating, interesting, and necessary work for everyone in this society to benefit on the development of civilization and preservation of our planet. Would you like to live in a prosperous and environmentally friendly world? Then join us. We are ready to accumulate forces and let the development and improvement of civilization become the main activity, mission, and creative goal in each life.